From my preliminary task, I discovered the use of basic tools such as creating a text box, identifying how to use margins, displaying images, etc. This gave me the initial knowledge on how to make a simple contents page and magazine cover. However, leading up to my main magazine front cover, double page spread and contents page, I have learned and widened the usage of various tools and understanding of complex designs to alter my magazine. I have learned and discovered the concept of using InDesign with the main tool being the selection tool. This allows me to select items, size them, and move them about, and it gives me the control of how I want everything to be set out. Also, the text tool is another important tool which allows me to create a text box and manipulate text, as for a magazine a lot of text is going to be needed. With me able to use these properly and efficiently, it enabled me to improve my main magazine as I know how to arrange and display everything accordingly. Also, with Photoshop, I was able to use basic tools such as the move tool, which allowed me to move everything around. However, leading up to my main magazine, I learned to use the much more complex tools such as the marquee tool. This allowed me to mark anything in my picture without it affecting everything else. By doing this allowed me to improve my magazine as it would make it look much more professional and real to the audience. Looking back at my preliminary task, on my contents page it is seen that I have used basic construction, for example simple font types as has been used, whereas in my main contents page there is effective use of different font sizes, font types, and titles to indicate different sections of the contents page. From my main cover, I have learnt many aspects in regards to both Photoshop and InDesign, and using complex tools, for example the magic wand to display my main image over my masthead. I have learned and become familiar with the layout and style of music magazines. This has made me become aware of the different techniques and styles of creating a music magazine. Furthermore, I have understood and gained the ability to use a professional camera in which I had to take various shots from different angles to provide me with a perfect picture. Whereas for my preliminary magazine, I used a compact camera which was very straightforward to use and gave me a simple shot. I have learned to expand my use of creativity by altering the layers on my magazine. By me doing this, I was able to give my magazine a sense of consistency throughout, which made it interesting and special to the audience. I have learned how to apply my magazine layout to a specific genre, which in this case is hip hop and R&B. I have the appearance of a model in a certain way, wearing fashionable clothing and the latest gear, such as headphones. This is done to connect with my target audience. I have improved my magazine as the codes and conventions were directly in relation to my magazine, and also writing up a journalistic piece gave a greater insight to my artist and was in relation to the genre of my magazine.
From the preliminary task to the magazine, I have obtained and learnt many new skills by using Photoshop and InDesign in depth. This software has developed my skills and I have made progress throughout this task. Looking back at the preliminary task, I have mastered on how to use Photoshop to its full advantages. First of all, I have discovered many tools and effects that can be used to make a magazine look professional and to high standards. Also, Photoshop has allowed me to master all of this through the use of layers. Layers are the best thing that makes Photoshop very good, as they have allowed me to put cover lines in a much more professional way and make everything look much more organized. Furthermore, by using InDesign, I have learnt much more in a way that I can now put out a correct layout for a magazine and make it look much more professional. The techniques I have learned and acknowledged throughout this process have given me a great understanding of the softwares and will always be with me. Whilst doing a photo shoot, I have used a Nikon SLR camera, which has given me the advantage to take pictures in a professional way, whereas if I was using a normal camera it would have looked not so professional. The quality of the pictures matters a lot, and I have learned a lot by using the professional photography studio. The quality of the pictures matters a lot, and I have learned a lot by using a professional photography studio and learned how to set up a photography studio and how much the lighting matters. From the preliminary task to the magazine task, I have learned how feedback could help and how it could improve my magazine. By getting feedback from people and friends and the colleagues in my class, it has helped me to develop on many of my magazines, and also it has helped me develop on my communication skills and my development skills. I created many house styles for my magazine and had developed on a lot of the pictures that I have took. Also, I have kept a folder to show all my development and to keep reference in what I have done. My improvement was made on many things from the preliminary task onwards. I had created many house styles for the magazine and had developed on it. The tools on Photoshop have helped me very much, like the eraser tool, spot healing brush tool, horizontal type tool, crop tool, eyedropper tool, and the color tool, which has allowed me to get colors which I thought I couldn't get. I've learned how to crop images to a perfect standard and also to take different types of shots